Hi everybody, it's Helen Garrett here. Welcome back to part 2 of my 7-point training on what to look for when researching a business opportunity. Okay, so moving on to point 3 then. The third thing that you should always look for in a business opportunity is take a close look at the marketing system that the affiliate company has to offer. Now this is really important because you need to grasp this. This is probably the number one most important thing in any business. It doesn't matter how good your product is. It doesn't matter how good your service is, your support service. It doesn't matter how good you are personally at selling or persuading people or whatever. If you don't know how to market, how to advertise and market your product, nobody will ever buy it. Okay, it sounds simple, but actually it's a fact that many people overlook. They get really excited about their opportunity and their products and they think they're fantastic, but unless people out there in the real world know that you exist and know about your product or your service or what you do, then you are never going to grow a business. Okay, so a marketing system is really important. If you can find a company that has one that is proven, that is duplicatable, you know, there are 1.4 billion people on the internet, for example. So if you don't have an internet presence and you don't know how to market your products on the internet, then my advice is learn. Yeah, make sure that this company is going to give you a really good, solid marketing mechanism to help you get your business off the ground and to grow it over time. Okay, it's absolutely key that you know how to market your products. Fourth item. When you're researching a business opportunity, look very carefully at the company management structure. Yeah, look at the structure, look at the way that it's set up, and look at the individual people, okay? How long has this business been around? How long have the directors been around? What's their business education like? How long have they been in the industry? You know, what are their long-term goals? What do they do with their time at the moment? You know, are they planning to retire to the south of Spain in 5 years' time? And when they go, are you going to be left high and dry? You know, what kind of plans do the management team of the parent company, what kind of plans do they have for the future? Are they in it for the long term? The key here really is to look at those individuals, research them, you can do that, and then ask yourself this question: would I want to partner with this person? Would I want to be in business with this person? Yeah? If the answer is yes, then that's great. But this is a gut instinct thing. Go with your gut instinct on this. But look at all of the key figures in the parent company that you're thinking of partnering with and ask yourself that question. Would I want to work with these people? Do I want this person as a business partner? Okay? Very key. Moving on, item number 5 then is let's look at the range of the company. Okay, we're looking at this particular business opportunity. Let's say it's going a storm in the UK. Well, how likely is it to be able to travel? What kind of expansion plans does the company have? Is it always just going to be a UK-based company, for example? Or are there plans to expand across the world, globally, maybe just to certain countries that speak English, for example? Or are we going global with this? Okay, and then look back at what it is that you're going to be marketing, and you know, how easy is it going to be for this company to take things global? Yeah, you're going to be a business owner. You're going to want to build your client base, and then you're going to want to grow it. And if it's got a global reach, then clearly that's something that you can be pretty excited about. But think about this: every time you want to trade in a brand new country, there are going to be all sorts of rules and regulations and government things that have, you know, targets and things that have got to be met. So again, you know, give that some consideration. One of the types of things that travels more easily, shall we say, are information-based products. Yeah, there tends to be the least amount of red tape with those sorts of things, as opposed to, for example, foodstuffs, where you know, there are all sorts of rules and regulations in every country. You know, before a foodstuff can be legally you know, offered for sale in that country. So some products will have more red tape, and some companies therefore will have, you know, a greater challenge in their ability to take that business globally. So look at that and consider that when you're looking at your business opportunity. Okay, moving on then to item number 6. Now here's something to consider for a moment. Does this company give back? Does this company give something back? What does it do, if anything, to try and positively influence the lives of other people beyond its own boundaries? Okay, most good corporations now have some kind of community or voluntary type side where they're putting money into doing good works of some kind somewhere in the world. Yeah, they do say that what goes around comes around, and they also say that if you help enough people get what they want, then you will get everything that you want. So, you know, it isn't always so much about making the money. It's very often about what you can do with the money. Yeah. So take a look at the company's social responsibility and ask yourself, does this company give back in some way? Will I feel good representing this company in my own right? You know, will that give me a good feeling? That's really important. What we can do with our money and the way that we contribute to society has a great deal to do with our own self-esteem, our own self-respect, and therefore our own degree of personal happiness. Money doesn't really make us happy. It's what we can do with the money that makes us happy. And finally, item number 7, the last thing you really want to look at very, very carefully when you're thinking about joining a business is look at the support and the training structure. Yeah, does this company offer you some kind of plan that you can follow from start to finish? And if you follow it through and you do everything they say in the order that they say you do it, can you be successful in this business? Are they offering you some form of blueprint for success that you can follow? Yeah. Do you or will you have access to people who can help you if you start to stumble? People who can put you back on the right track? If we're talking about multi-level marketing and network marketing, most of us, when we get into that kind of business, we are sponsored into the business by someone else. So you have an initial point of contact. Now, the quality of your sponsor may be very high if they're very experienced and very successful. Maybe less high if they're new to the business themselves. It doesn't mean they haven't got the potential, but they might not always be able to answer your particular questions. So what other framework, what other structures and forums and this sort of thing are in place that you can tap into so that you can get the answers to your questions, you can get the advice and the guidance that you need when you need it? Because as you grow through your business, the things you need to know at the beginning are going to be very different to the things you're going to need to learn along the way. Yeah, we grow and develop as people right the way through our business lives. So look closely at what the training and support is like. Let's see what's on offer and satisfy yourself that the help will be there if you need it. Okay, most of us starting in multi-level marketing or network marketing, as I said at the beginning of the previous video, are people who've never worked before. We're investing maybe not huge sums of money, but probably what we have, you know, are maybe some of our savings. We don't want to be losing that money if we can help it. So by doing your due diligence and your research, really researching thoroughly these opportunities and following these 7 points, I'm confident that a lot of you can avoid some of the pitfalls that many others are going to fall into. So I hope you found that useful, and I'll look forward to speaking with you all again